Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is CycleGold and this is CycleGold Videos. Today we are going to be checking out, I have no idea why I did that intro so fast, but I'm going with it. Anyway, today we're going to be checking out a video from the internets, aka the realm of YouTube. Now, on the off chance that somebody tries to claim this video under copyright, I am going to start this video by saying that the reason I'm reacting to it, apart from the fact I'm interested in it, I was actually reached out to by the creators, Kamen Ramen Studios. We actually have been talking on Instagram for a while, and you may remember a different video that I checked out called Power Rangers Unworthy. Now, they were involved in the very first episode, but for reasons that are a bit murky, they're not with the production of Unworthy anymore. Which is a shame because I really like Kamen Ramen's stuff, and I've actually been following their videos for a very long time, and I've seen a lot of their projects that are not on their channel. So, when I checked out Power Rangers Unworthy Episode 2, you may recall that I was a bit confused as to why Kamen Ramen wasn't involved, and to why the original video had been removed and they did this remaster on their own channel. That's why. It's because they're no longer associated with that project, which I think is a shame, but oh well, life goes on. And with that said, this is Power Rangers related to a degree. This is another Instagram artist called Art of Tran. He makes fantastic stuff. Link in the description to his Instagram will be below. Honestly, if you're a Ranger fan, you probably already know this guy. He's done some amazing stuff. But he's created a character called the Lupine Ranger, and it looks like the team at Kamen Ramen have actually brought this character to life now. I don't actually know if this is something that they asked Art of Tran to do, or if they just saw the design and thought, ha, we're making that. But either way, they've done a fight scene with him. I have it on very good authority that there's going to be quite a lot of videos coming from them that I'm going to want to be reacting to. So, I'm looking forward to all of that, and I'm looking forward to this video because they always do high quality stuff with great fight sequences, which I like. Those of you who know me personally will know that I'm a massive kung fu and martial arts fan, so yeah, whenever anime does fight scenes, I try not to overanalyze them in the review part because I know that that's more of a me thing, but yeah, live action stuff, oh, you know we're going to be analyzing it, so let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so quick addendum to what I just said. For some reason it's underneath all their links, but in the description it actually says it's based off of a suit by Art of Tran, and then they decided to make a short off of it, so yeah. My original hypothesis was correct. It is an Art of Tran design, and they just loved it so much that they were like, oh, we doing something with that, boys? Which is cool. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my freaking lord, that's loud. Turn it down, turn it down. I was gonna say, well, that's not creepy at all. It's behind you! Yep. Ah! What the? It's a vampire! Oh, turn it back up. Hey! Oh, I like the music! It's a very, interesting design. I recognize the blue jacket, though. It kind of making me think of Geki Ranger. It's not, but that's what's making me think of. Okay, I'm liking the choreo. Oh, there's another one! Damn! Well, it does make sense. He's outnumbered now. Oh, okay. I actually think the choreography and the camera angle's better now there's two of them. Oh, that looked like it hurt. Okay, I'm really loving the music. I know I already said it, but... oh, nice! Ah, the mix as well. Oh, okay. Oh, I think I know what time it is. Oh, nice! The contacts and the prosthetics are really good. Oh! I know what you were referencing. Kamen Rider Kiva. Damn. There was a wolf in that, wasn't there? I want to say his name's Garrow, but I don't think it was. Just because I watched Kyuranger the other night. Okay. Game over, apparently. Oh, that was it.
This video
okay.
wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the people over here or over here. As of recording this video, we hit 30,000 subscribers this summer. Thank you so much to everybody.
One day I will get there. Congrats, though, to these guys hitting that mark. That's amazing.
I'd like to give a big thanks to our patrons Tom, Gene, Alex, and AJ. Thanks for the support. Supporting us on Patreon will also get you early access to some of our video projects. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Bye, guys.
Okay, so that was shorter than I thought it was going to be. But it was still really good. So the Lupin Ranger himself, obviously they didn't design him, but the design seemed to incorporate elements from a lot of different sources, namely the Lunar Wolf Ranger from Wild Force. I see the Blue Wolf coin from Mighty Morphin Season 3 or Mighty Morphin the movie, depending on your preference. And I kind of find it interesting how many different things were kind of smashed together there. I mean, he gave him a shield, which is really nice. It makes change to have a Blue Ranger with a shield. And props to whoever it was that made the actual suit. I don't know if that's someone's cosplay or if they literally went and got this commissioned so that they could do some videos with it. I mean, I would assume they're going to do more than just what was essentially about 5 seconds of him speed destroying the vampires, which was actually really sweet, I'm not going to lie. That was really good. So yeah, first of all, if you've never gone and checked out their channel, I would highly recommend you do so. You can find the link in the description. And I would say that they are a very underrated YouTube channel. Obviously, they've just hit 30,000 subscribers, so congrats. But honestly, I've been following these guys' work for a very long time. And I actually found them due to the guy whose name I'm not going to try and pronounce because I will know I'm not going to get it right. But he's one of the founders. I think it was actually that guy that was just talking, because I believe he used to work with another YouTube channel that's even smaller called Dardrex Productions, and I used to follow their stuff religiously because there was a period of time where it felt like everyone on YouTube was putting up like test fights, trying to become editors and fight choreographers and stunt people, and they realized that YouTube is a really good platform for putting your work out there while still maintaining creative control over it. Because, you know, that used to be the idea of YouTube, that we were the you in YouTube, not corporations. But that's a different rant for another day. And I've always really liked independent martial arts action stuff. There are many channels that I follow and wished uploaded more regularly, but I appreciate the fact that creating this stuff is not something that you can do in a couple of days and bang it out. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, one of the other channels I was just thinking of, I'm fairly confident I saw him in that channel too. And that would be Eric Jacobus's The Stunt People. I'm 99% confident that Eric was Rope-a-Dope 2 as one of the stunt dudes that he fights at the end. Which I think actually so was Darren, thinking about it. So, small world, I guess, if you're in that kind of community. Amusing trivia, I actually was very much wanting to do that sort of stuff at the time, sort of early 2000s. As I think most of you know, I did study martial arts for a period of time. Culminating in various different styles that ended up just basically me focusing on Krav Maga, and the other stuff was more for fitness. But sadly, when I moved here, that pretty much all stopped. So I'm definitely not in any position to do that now. But yeah, I really do enjoy watching this sort of stuff. And the fact that these guys go out of their way to make Power Rangers and Tokusatsu related content is great. This, to me, like, you got bonus points right off the bat for doing the bite transformation sequence from Kamen Rider Kiva and the wolf motif. There was a character in Kiva whose name escapes me, or maybe it was Garrow, I can't remember. Every character who's vaguely related to wolves seem to be called Garrow these days, but there was definitely a wolf in Kiva, and I just saw like a merging of those two designs in the transformation sequence. Props as well for creating the morpher, the way it bites. That was kind of clever. So all in all, I really liked it. The fight choreography was on points. There was a couple of moments where I don't know if it's the camera or whether it was the editing, but I could tell that the hits weren't connecting with a couple of the kicks to the face. Didn't bother me enough to take me out of the moment, but there's one moment where the foot quite clearly goes way past his face, which they're obviously trying to do for power, but it just looked, I don't know, I think the guy's reaction was just half a second too slow, and it literally just looks like he completely missed, and then the guy went, ugh! Which, if you don't watch many fight sequences, you probably don't even notice, but I do. It has ruined my enjoyment of certain series, especially Netflix shows, because as good as they are, they do have their issues when there's lots of fight sequences. That's why they film them at night a lot of the time, so they can try and hide it. They've done some other stuff like this before. They did the Jungle Fury Wolf Ranger versus Black Panther, and that was a really good fight that didn't really go anywhere. It was just kind of like a random video. I kind of want this to go somewhere. I think the idea that they went for a more horror aesthetic could actually work. Like, it's fun to just make stuff that's very cheesy and Power Ranger-y, but there's a lot more to tokusatsu, which is the collective term if you're confused for the live-action special effects, which is basically what things like Power Rangers comes under, allegedly, even though they're actually full of really bad CGI, which kind of ruins it for me. But again, that's a different rant. If they wanted to take the idea of doing a horror, more adult-themed tokusatsu show that still had a ranger, but one that's a lot darker, not like blood, gore, and violence and an R-rated sex scene. I'm waiting for Strega to get that fixed, but yeah, if they wanted to do something a bit lighter but still more mature, I think that would be a really cool idea. I mean, keep it 100% just them working on it. Obviously, they need to get other people involved for, you know, filling out the cast and whatever, but I maybe, you know, maybe a short series or maybe just a long 20-minute video. I don't know. I know they've got some other stuff in the work that I'm excited for, but I think they might be onto something here. Obviously, vampires are a pretty easy thing to replicate. They just basically have fangs, but I really like the fact that they went a little bit extra and gave them the contact lenses. To me, I grew up on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so I always, you know, immediately think of vampires that have the full facial transformations and they've got all the bumps and the ridges, etc. But, you know, every fiction has their own take on what vampires do and don't do, and Supernatural and the Vampire Diaries, although admittedly I didn't watch them that much, but Supernatural especially, they went for a more traditional approach to vampires, and I think so did Charmed actually. But yeah, there's so many different ways you can go about it. I mean, you know, Blade went for a completely different route and decided that all of the things of myth are incorrect, and that you need silver to actually kill them, which I thought was a nice touch of kind of melding different mythologies together. So they could totally do their own thing and explain that the Lupine Ranger is like a werewolf type thing. There's so many different angles that has just sparked off my mind that they could go with this, and yeah, if I lived near them, I would definitely be up for getting involved, but I don't, so. In summary, great work, loved every second of it. I wish it was longer, but overall, yeah, that was really good. Well done, lads. Loved the suit, loved the choreography, and I also like the way that they put the shake and effects on the camera work every now and then when they were doing the unmorphed fight. Gave some of the shots that little bit of an edge and a bit more power to some of the moves, and I also think that it was a really clever way of hiding how they were merging together takes, because I wasn't sure at first, and then there's a shot of him flipping over someone, I think, after he's just hit them, and then there's a big powerful shake, and that to me was like, oh yeah, they are using it to merge together shots. I'm fairly confident. I might be wrong, but that's what it looked like to me. But I think it's a really good way of doing it, because it makes everything still look like it's all done in one take. And that is a lot harder to do than people realize. So, thumbs up from me. And yeah, if you guys haven't, go and check out the video in full screen glory, and maybe check out the rest of their channel. It's a good place to hang out. But that's it for me on this particular video. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed my reaction and my thoughts, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below, let me know what you thought about it, and if you're new around here, maybe consider subscribing. But other than that, guys, it is time for me to say goodbye. As always, my name is Psycho Gold, and I will see you in my next video. Psycho Gold, out!